Good evening, everyone. Welcome home to the Bugle Boy, located in LaGrange, Texas. My name's Lane, and thanks for joining us for our We Can Do It webcast series. As you can see, we have plenty of parking, and we're offering unlimited virtual seating. How can you beat that? We are streaming from 5 separate individual locations tonight out to 3 different platforms, which include our website, Facebook, and YouTube. If we experience any technical difficulties, you will see this flash on the screen, sure to convince you that we know what we are doing and that are working to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. Please feel free to log into the chat room, and depending on your personal privacy settings, let us know what town, state, or country you're watching from. And at the break, we will give you a shout out. Our ladies, Heather and Joni, will be monitoring that chat room too. So if you see their names, they're working for the Bugle Boy. Tonight's show is free to watch, but if you have the means, we encourage you to buy a Name Your Price ticket. If you're watching from our website at thebugleboy.org/webcast, there is a convenient buy ticket button above the video player. And for Facebook and YouTube viewers, we have pasted a link in the chat room. Or you can text the word bugle, B-U-G-L-E, to 24365, like 24 hours, 365 days a week, and a ticket link will be sent to you. You may also choose to support the Bugle Boy by adding a donation of any amount to your ticket order, for which we, of course, would be most grateful for. Now, let's step inside and see what the staff is up to. Hey, Joni, are you there?
Hey guys, I'll be chatting with you on Facebook and on YouTube. So let me know your name and where you're watching from, and we'll give a shout out to you at the break. Let's check in with Heather.
Hi guys. Similarly, I will be monitoring the chat room at our website. So I look forward to chatting with you guys tonight and to a wonderful show. So let's check in with John.
Hey, it's John, the sound guy. I'm here pushing buttons. Let's hear it from me. All right, here, let's get back to Lane.
Good job, John. I like that.
Thank you.
Patting on the back.
You know, they love me.
You need to share that audio with me so I can do it for myself.
Okay, I can give you a little bit.
Excellent. Anybody else before we get started? Yeah, ladies, you're fine.
Right?
We're good.
All right. Thank you, Bugle Boy crew. And thanks to all of you for joining us and inviting us into your homes tonight. So this evening, we host Susan Gibson, recipient of the American Songwriter Magazine Award for Country Songwriter of the Year. Just a little song titled Wide Open Spaces that the Dixie Chicks took to #1. Though Susan made her mark on the world with this famous tune, if you haven't delved into her vast repertoire, you are missing the heart, soul, and depth of her talent. On her latest full album release, The Hard Stuff, her creativity cannot be denied. Take, for example, on the playful little title track where she sings, "Nothing lifts a heart like some elbow grease and a funny bone." So let's not wait a minute longer, everyone. Help me welcome Susan back into the studio, or just into our studio. Is she there? Hey, Susan.
Hi, everybody.
Nice
Hi, good to see all you guys.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah, thanks for putting all this together.
Oh, no worries.
All 4 of you. I love your venue. I even love your venue, and I just get to see pictures of it online. But yeah, thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome Miss Susan Gibson to the stage.
Welcome to the Bugle Boy home style. I thought I had time to kill. It was a slow and steady death. That's the trouble with my free will. It leaves me just before my last breath. How I hope past I could always let it slide. I hope that it isn't too late to change. till something melts the snow. Hold a hand out, toss out a few seeds, stop trying to figure out which birds I'm gonna feed. Already living in the promised land, and the clock is ticking. God is in the second hand, in the second hand. Time is water covering the planet. It's the oceans cutting through the granite. Like the tide, it never stops. But if I'm gonna savor every single drop, I better hold a hand out, toss out a few seeds, stop trying to figure out which birds I'm gonna feed. Already living in the promised land, and the clock is ticking. God is in the second hand, in the second hand, in the second hand. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. And thanks again to John and Lane for spending quite a bit of time with me on my sound check. We are heading into Mother's Day weekend. We're in Mother's Day weekend. And I don't know that I've written a song lately that didn't have something about my mom in it. This one's called 8 by 10. And there I see a 8 by 10 picture of her sitting on the couch with 3D glasses on. In the still and silent morning, that's when I missed you most. Cardinals welcome in the sunrise. It sounds so sweet, I'd spread it on my toast. And I put syrup on my cornbread. I like cheese on apple pie. It's the way you always did it. I never thought to ask you why. Lick your thumb to thread a needle, thin to win when cutting cards. Find that thing that you love doing, then work hard. You work real hard. Take the third when singing duets. Take the fifth when you need to lie. It's the way you always did it. I never thought to ask you why. And I miss your cool hand on my fever, your voice a long distance call. Trying to remember every single lesson. I got your pictures on my wall. 8x10 happy memories. 3D glasses under glass inside a frame. There's a candle lit beside you, your eyes dancing in the flame. There you're staring at the camera with your Mona Lisa smile. It's the way you always did it. I never thought to ask you why. And I miss your cool hand on my fever, your voice a long distance call, trying to remember every single blessing. I got your pictures on my wall, trying to remember every single blessing. I got your pictures. Oh, mothers, where would we be without our mothers? I don't know where I'd be without my mother. She taught me most everything I know. This is a song kind of about my mom and dad, kind of about my grandma and grandpa. One of the cool things about doing these songs online is you get visual aids. Thank you, John. I think he's got a picture of a couple of trees that I've told you guys about in every single gig I've ever played. Where I've played this song, I've told you a story about these two trees. And this is what this song is about. You can see that oak tree leaning heavily on that cedar tree. And in this case, it's hard to know which tree represents which person. I think they both leaned on each other quite a bit. Two folks living together. He's an oak and she's a cedar. Over time they've intertwined. She tried to choke him out. Now he needs her. They need sun. They need rain. And each other's help to gain the strength enough to bend, or else they'll break. They need room enough to grow and the courage to get too close. Alone they won't last long, but together strong. Mm-hmm. Deep roots below the surface. It's the only way they can survive. Without the roots, the branches are worthless. She should have killed him, but she keeps him alive. They need sun, they need rain, and each other's help to gain the strength enough to bend, or else they'll break. They need room enough to grow and the courage to get too close. Alone they won't last long, but together strong. Mm-hmm. Just like those two trees out in my front yard. How did they get this far? Thriving in spite of each each other instead of growing apart. Yeah, they had sun, they had rain, and each other's help. Yeah, the strength enough to bend or else they'll break. They had room enough to grow and the courage to get too close. Alone they won't last long, but together strong. Together strong. Oh, thanks, y'all. Thank you so much. All right, well, not all love stories end up with 45 years of marriage. Some of them end up one night in a gold lame and brocade dress. There it is right there, y'all. I think I was trying to get the hair to match the poofy skirt. This song goes out to, my name is Jose Alvarez, my prom date. 1989. I've tried every single word in the book, like love and hate, like now and wait. Anything to get you on that hook. It's not a trap, just 'cause it's bait. Maybe I need a Webster's dictionary, something to expand my vocabulary. I've tried. I got a million tricks up my sleeve. My sleight of hand don't need no wedding band. Anything to make you believe the smoke and mirrors, they ain't contraband. Maybe I need some tips from Penn and Teller, or the spell to turn me into Cinderella. But I want my way with you. Do what I want you to. Why you gotta make it so hard for me to be easy? You got me holding out a little hope. Your saltwater smile, you little crocodile. You're in the crosshairs of my scope. I've been holding my breath for quite a little while. I tend to shoot before I aim. Maybe I wasn't cut out for the big game, but I want my way with you. Do what I want you to. Why you gotta make it so hard for me to be easy? I need a little dignity, just a little. I need a little grace. But the only thing I know of love is the thrill of the chase. Do what I want you to. Why you gotta make it so hard for me to be easy? For me to be easy. Oh, I thought I was going to hear a trombone slide on that last part, that last song. Oh, thanks, you guys. So I put out a record in 2019. That was, what was that, like 4 years ago? And it's called The Hard Stuff. And you know, I'm broadcasting from my sister's guest room, because we discovered earlier this week that my country internet just did not have the guts to broadcast at the high level of quality that the Bugle Boy shows are used to going on. I have enjoyed this past year of being at home and jumping on Facebook every once in a while. I've just put it together, though. The weirdest thing about, live broadcasts might not be not having an audience. I think it's staring at yourself on a screen. I think that might be the weirdest thing. I'm used to playing to small or non-existent crowds, but I don't do that sitting there looking in the mirror. So my sister inspired this song when she tagged me in a Facebook post. The post was a picture of John Wayne. The caption said, "Life is hard. It's harder when you're dumb." And that's about as subtle as my sister gets. Every 7 years, your black cats and broken beers reach their expiration date. Every 7 years, you get a brand new body, 'cause your cells, they regenerate. Every 7 years, you get the 7-year itch, 'cause you need a little change of scene. Don't you scratch the surface, gotta dig a little deeper. See, you're living in this world like it's a pinball machine. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna push your little buttons? Send you rocketing into the abyss. When you're gone, you're long gone, honey, and you don't leave a trace or a change of address. But if you're gonna be stupid, you better be tough. Quit looking for loopholes and get to the hard stuff. If your excuses don't kill ya, I guess you're strong enough to stick it out. Stick it out. I guess you'll stick it out. You can run away if you wanna, but you know that you'll never really make an escape. Not even if you walk a mile in Hermes tennis shoes or borrow one of Superman's capes. But that's a funny thing, the tragic thing about our fear, we take it with us everywhere we go. Gotta turn around and face it face to face, you gotta shake it by the collar. Smack it smack dab square in the nose. Confrontation, resignation, sweet salvation, hell, damnation. Either way it's difficult, but if you keep doing the same old thing, you're gonna get the same result. But if you're gonna be stupid, you better be tough. Quit looking for loopholes and get to the hard stuff. If your excuses don't kill ya, I guess you're strong enough to stick it out. Stick it out. I guess you'll stick it out. You'll never get anywhere leaving well enough alone. Nothing lifts a heavy heart like some elbow grease and a funny bone. between the worry and regret. You're stuck there in the middle, can't take it anymore. I guess you gotta give a little. Oh, oh, oh. But if you're gonna be stupid, you better be tough. Quit looking for loopholes and get through the hard stuff. If that doesn't kill ya, I guess you're strong enough to stick it out. Stick it out. I guess you'll stick it out. Some sage advice there from John Wayne and Jane Houck. Yes. That's been another cool thing. You know, my sister and my sister-in-law now live down here in Wimberley for the past couple of years. And I can't imagine going through this year without them here. This song is called Two Fake IDs. And it's I don't know if we were going to say it's based on a true story. I always thought it was a true story until I played it for Jane one time, and she determined that it was only 70% true, that she found enough poetic license in there where I guess I can't say it's based on a true story. We've had a pretty good relationship. You know, she's protective of me, has been ever since we first had to deal with strange men like Santa Claus. And there she is right there, looking cool, calm, and collected, while I am clearly losing my head over there. So this is, it's good to have a big sister, y'all. You know, from being young to being old. I was 16 years old, my first trip out of town. We broke down on the outskirts of Plainview. I was looking for trouble, and that's what we found. 'Cause trouble was hiding in Plainview. We hitchhiked our way into Lubbock, TX. I did my makeup while you did your hair. In a Volkswagen hatchback, we were hotter than checks that we'd write for wine coolers and beer. We went drinking and dancing. Yeah, we shut the place down. I held the money, you held the keys. On our high-heeled blisters, we stumbled around. We were flashing our two fake IDs. We lied to our parents, and we lied to ourselves. We were just old enough to know better. On Avenue Q, in a rundown motel, once again you were my babysitter. And 3 in the morning, a knock on the door. No music, just red and blue lights. The men scattered like roaches, but they busted the horns, and we cried as they read 'em their rights. 'Cause we'd been drinking and dancing. Yeah, we shut the place down. I held the money, and you held the keys. On our high-heeled blisters, stumbled around. We were flashing our 2 fake IDs. It wasn't the first time, and it wasn't the last. I pretended to be someone else. We washed off the lipstick and threw out the heels. A child in adult camouflage. And tired and hungover, we made a deal and snuck in through the unlocked garage. We straightened our stories, the last of the lies. Suspicious, but they had no proof. And how did we do it? Looked them right in the eyes and swore we were telling the truth. But we'd been drinking and dancing. Yeah, we shut the place down. I held the money and you held the keys. On our high-heeled blisters, yeah, we stumbled around. We were flashing our 2 fake IDs. We were flashing our 2 fake IDs. We were flashing our 2 fake IDs. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Jane, for keeping me alive all these years. You know, I'm going to be celebrating Jane this weekend. She's a mother, too. And let me tune it up here. She's got 2 kids. Y'all hear me talk about them a lot because I'm super proud of both of these kids. My nephew Grant lives about a mile from me. And it's wonderful. He swings by every once in a while, and he works here in Wimberley. And then my niece Kate has flown the coop, y'all, and she moved up to Boise, Idaho. And she's there she is right there. She graduated from UT. Both of those kids graduated from UT. I got songs about both of them when they were little kids. It's hard to not look at them and think of them as little kids, but they're not. But anyway, but they gave me really good songs when they were little kids. We'll see what they do as adults. This is called Baby Teeth. You're such a silly girl and such a wise old woman. You think you can fix this world with rubber bands and bubble gum. You're gonna see it all from your high-top tennis shoes. Days when you're in the pink, days in your skinned-up blue. You got some worn-out blues. Sometimes it hurts to grow, sometimes it's such a relief. When you gotta give up what you got to get what you need. Those are just your baby teeth. Those are just your baby teeth. Those are just your baby teeth. You've got some big blue eyes, they don't miss a thing. You're known for your smart mouth and a smile like butterfly wings. You've got a way with words, you got your song and dance. You could wear your party dress, you could wear your camouflage pants, yeah. You know you wear the pants. got a heart of gold. It shines just like a sunny day. Save a little bit for yourself. Don't give it all away. 'Cause sometimes it hurts to grow. Sometimes it's such a relief. When you gotta give up what you got to get what you need. Those are just your baby teeth. 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 You're the queen of all you see. Rule on high from your beanbag chair. No flowers on the wall. You got the dirt and the flowers right in your hair. Your hair. Sometimes it hurts to grow. Sometimes it's such a relief. When you gotta give up what you got to get what you need. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it loose. Sometimes it gets knocked clean out. Making room for a brand new tooth in that little bitty hole in your mouth. Those are just your baby teeth. 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 Baby teeth. Baby teeth. Your baby teeth. Oh, good luck up there in Boise, Kate. Thank you, everybody. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do this one. This is my greatest hit, y'all. This is a song that put me on the map. Just as a little bitty town on the map. This is called Wide Open Spaces. I think John's got a picture of our lovely dock up there in northwestern Montana. That's where I go every summer. Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? Who's never left home? Who's never struck out to find a dream and a life of their own? Place in the clouds, a foundation of stone. Many precede and many will follow. A young girl's takes in the shape of a place out west. What it holds for her, she hasn't yet. Wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the high stakes. She traveled this road as a child, wide-eyed and grinning, she never tired. But now she won't be coming back with the rest. If these are life's lessons, she'll take this test. She needs wide open spaces, room to make her big mistake. She needs new faces. She knows the high stakes. She knows the high stakes. She knows the high. I just learned the Chicks put out this record, Wide Open Spaces, on vinyl. I encourage you all to go buy it, whether you have a record player or not. As she packs her things, she feels she left something out. Her friends, her family, her dog in this house. She turns around to find her old room bare. Looks at the U-Haul. It has the fish in there. And as her folks drive away, her dad yells, "Check the oil." Mom stares out the window, she says, "I'm leaving my girl." She said it did not seem like that long ago when she stood there and watched her own go. She needed wide open spaces, room to make her big mistake. She needs Thanks, y'all. All right. Well, you know, I mentioned earlier I put out a live record that I made at the Bugle Boy. I think that was in 2014. And on the very end of that record, I had a band play with me, David Carroll and Ray Rodriguez and Billy Masters played with me. And at the end of the gig, I pulled this song out and made them play it for my live record, even though they'd never heard it before. And this is one I'm so glad to get to do. This one. This is one that I wrote. I said on the record I wrote it for my mom's 74th birthday, but it was her 70th birthday. So I'm glad to get a chance to correct that now. This is called "Just One More Thing, Mom." The year was 1939. Daddy's in the field trying to plow a straight line. Mama's at home waiting on you. You ain't gonna make 'em wait around no more. You start knocking on your mama's door. Mama flies it. Mama runs a flag to the top of the chicken coop. And Daddy runs in straight from the fields, calloused hands and dust bowl heels, a little bit of earth and your first breath. No wonder that you got it in your veins. Summer sun and springtime rain, the circle of life and the nature of death. You're more than the farmer's daughter, more than the blue eyes of the ones who taught you love and work and playing cards. Make a game of it, nothing seems so hard. More than your chromosomes, more than the hills that you call home, more than the family tradition. Now you weren't the only one. There was 3 other sisters and a baby son. Toys and chores divided 5 ways. You learned about trust at an early age. Blindfolded bicycles down the lane. And then there were the Jerry Stephan days. You're more than the middle sister, more than the affection of the boys who kissed you, more than the alto in the church quartet, more than the 4-H president, more than the gift you're given, more than that first place blue ribbon, more than the family tradition, so much more. The time came for you to leave the nest, so you packed a few things and you headed west to a teaching job and a railroad man. Well, he loved you, girl, and you loved him back. He proposed on the platform of a railroad track, and that began your life of a traveling plans. You're more than a good man's wife, more than a wizard with a paring knife, making sacrifices like apple pie knowing sometimes silence is the best advice. So much more, so much more, so much more. The end. Thanks, y'all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susan. What an amazing first set. We're so glad to be seeing you tonight. And
I'm so glad to be seeing you. Had to
To
put on
have
my
this-
glasses.
technology, and we got a lot of people tuning in. They're having a great time, and we're going to let you take a short intermission.
Okay.
And we'll see you just on the other side of that. Okay, now I'd like to take this time again to thank all of you for being out there and tuning in and supporting Susan in our 17th musical season. If you're joining us late, tonight's show is free to watch, but if you do have the means, we would like to encourage you to support Susan. We named our webcast We Can Do It series because even though the venue's closed, we can still watch and hear live music. We can connect with one another. We can support our musicians. And we can keep the Bugle Boy going. So if you can support tonight's show, either text the word Bugle to the number 24365, or there's a ticket link in the Facebook and YouTube chat. If you're watching from the Bugle Boys website, there's a convenient buy ticket button above the video player. So now let's roll over to Joni and see who's been tuning into Facebook and YouTube tonight.
Hi, I want to say hello to Laquita. I want to say hello to Bonnie, Carrie, Spring, and Susan's sister Jane in Wimberley. I know there's some shy people out there. I can see the numbers and people that aren't letting us know their name, but we want to say hello to you also, and thanks for tuning in. Let's check in with Heather.
I have been chatting with quite a few people. Crystal, one of my favorite nurses, thank you for your what you do in San Marcos. Joanna, also known as JoJo Lemon, one of our volunteers in Austin. David and Cheryl are tuning in from Lexington. We've got Carolyn in Chicago, Willie in Bucksport, Maine, Bob in Northern Michigan. I've got Bonnie too. She's multitasking. Bonnie by the Bay in Rockport. Vicky in Alamosa, and I've also got Harriet and Phil and Brian, as well as Carol in Huntington Beach, California.
Excellent. I think I might have not heard you mention Joni, Melissa, and Dawn Richmond are tuning in, as well as Carrie Whelan. So if we've missed anybody, please just type it back out in the comments section. We would hate to not say hello to you from our mistake. So let us know. Thanks, Bugle Boy crew and everyone. That concludes our very short intermission. And I know Susan has many more songs to share with us. So, John, can we bring Susan back in?
I can. Here we go.
Howdy.
I'm
Did
back.
you take a
Howdy.
Did you take a nap? Was it long enough?
Just I grabbed a bite to eat real quick,
Okay.
and took care of my facial hair, and that's it.
Oh, my goodness.
Just a quick grooming session.
Right. Just enough time.
Just
Well,
enough time.
Susan, I wanted to take a little bit of time to mention your latest single that you put out titled Compassionate Combat, which is a song that grew into a beautiful project. Would you care to tell us about the song and the project that blossomed from
I'd
it?
love to, Lane. Yes, this I've never worked on anything that just had its own legs so quickly, and this was a song that was written for our friend Carolyn Phillips of Hardened and Tempered. She has an organization called Songs for the Soul, And she invited a whole bunch of songwriters. Jana did it, Plankenhorn did it, Hardened and Tempered did it, to write songs of gratitude for our healthcare workers out there, our nurses and frontline workers, and so there's a whole bunch. If you go to songs-soul.org, I think is her website, but it's there's a page on there that's all these different Austin musicians from all over that wrote these songs. Anyway, I was playing it at the Blue Rock concert live in November, and a guy there named Cole Edmondson heard it, and he works for a healthcare staffing company out of Dallas, and so he kind of got excited about this song and gave us the means to go into Blue Rock Studios and record it, and he paid for us to make a video, like a real video, like not what I'm used to making, which is an iPhone in the car as I'm going down the street. So it really kind of turned into this cool thing. I had a bunch of my friends, Bill Small, Walt Wilkins, Adam and Chris Carroll, Elizabeth Wills, Betty Sue, and Josh Greider all sang backing vocals on the song, and you know, we called them 2 days before Christmas and said, hey, could you come either drop us some files or come and sing, and they all did it. And so it just was really fun to kind of follow the momentum of this song it's called Compassionate Combat. And, you know, we just heard so many news stories on how nurses were trying to humanize themselves to the people that they were helping with the COVID stuff. And you know, it just makes me think nurses always meet us on our worst day, and they meet us with such grace and experience and strength, you know. So that's what the song was, and then it turned into, like, I have a website now that's compassionatecombat.com where we've got some conversations up there, and you know, I think because of their training to kind of forge ahead and you know, no matter what, they move on and they take care of the next person, that there's a lot of probably unexpressed emotions about this time. And so anyway, it's just kind of a little spot to have grace and gratitude for those folks, and grief too, you know.
Right. And that is a really important thing you did. And on your website, I did go on there and read their little stories or caveats that the nurses have put up that people can read, and I highly recommend folks to take a look at that. And you mentioned all these musicians that play backup with you. I know they're right there behind you. You're going to invite them in and maybe sing this song, right?
All right, everybody, come on in.
Are you ready?
Oh, whoops. Ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
You're used to giving. Did you hear a call, or were you driven to service your whole life? Do you put yourself in danger? Do you risk it all to help a stranger? Well, the nurses don't think twice. And we ask so much of you. Leave your families and your homes for the work you've got to do. You are the miracle, the gift, pulling 18-hour shifts of compassionate combat. How do you thank someone for that? You get to your task, an angel in a homemade mask. You got your picture taped on your gown. Machines for ventilation. Human beings need more than medication, and there's no sign of slowing down. And we ask too much of you. You are a marvelous machine. You got your bedside manners too. You are the miracle, the gift, pulling 20-hour shifts of compassionate combat. find you. We'll take every opportunity we can just to remind you that we see you and we love you and we need you. So thank you. And we're gonna ask too much of you. Hold our hands as we let go, or hang on and pull us through. You are the miracle, the gift in every single shift of compassionate combat. And you can thank a nurse for that.
Big thanks to Billy Crockett for making that whole thing happen. And thank you to all you nurses out there. I cannot imagine where we'd be. I don't want to. This song's called First Sign of Spring. And I know it's springtime in Texas because it's got up to about 92 today. I didn't really know what spring was because as the screen on there, on the picture on the screen, that's what springtime in Amarillo looks like. It's kind of a different shade of brown, but not here in the hill country.
This just isn't what I expected. Nothing like my weatherman predicted. I'd have brought my umbrella if I thought it would rain. It's the first sign of spring, first sign of spring. Brown boys walking down the street, no shirts on their backs, no shoes on their feet, hanging around the corner looking for change, for the first sign of spring. Strangers coming into this town to be washed in the water and float on down. Lost sunglasses for the offering, for the first sign of spring. I got a bumblebee in my blue bonnet, in the field
First sign of spring. First sign of spring. Springtime. Springtime. And the springtime is easy. So, same theme. You know, we all have a dear friend and a gal named Miss Terry Hendricks, and she inspired this next song. We had a couple gigs that we were going to do together. There's one of them right there, and so we were getting together to practice. But we just had some great visits and great conversations. We didn't get a whole lot of practicing done, but we had a blast. And I came out of that with this song. Terry thinks she is cursed, or the fruit of unlucky genetics, 'cause there are laws in the universe that govern the earthly and etheric. All she needs is one clean break in her heart for her bad habits, to really hunger for something before she reaches out to grab it. As above, so below, Terry reaps what she sows. 40 seasons since she's planted any seeds. In between winter and spring hides a secret of every living thing, and she's looking for the wildflowers in the weeds. It's the law of polarity. Every action has an inverse reaction. Terry believes in posterity, but not the law of attraction. So she keeps them to herself, all her dreams and her desires of love and luck and health, afraid of the action faith requires. As above, so below, Terry reaps what she sows. 40 seasons since she's planted any seeds. Prayers move slower than the speed of sound, fall from her lips straight to the ground, where they germinate like wildflowers in the weeds. She looks at the internet. If only changing was as easy as changing the channels on her TV set. She looks at her horoscope. She looks at the almanac. She looks at the Bible and the big book, looking for a needle in a haystack. And Terry's putting down some roots. She's digging down below the surface, solving for the absolutes. She goes to work with a purpose. And Terry finds a piece of land. A quarter acre is more than she needs to feel the soil in her hands. She waters the wildflowers in the weeds. Thank y'all. I like that song. I recorded that on my last record, and I wanted to do it like. And Andre Moran, in all of his wisdom, said, "No, no, no." Actually, what he said was like, maybe you could try finger picking it. And I was like, whatever. And I loved it so much that we had to record it like 6 or 7 times just so I wouldn't cry in the middle of it. So thank you, Andre Moran, and all you producers out there that have fantastic ideas and are willing to share them with us. This song is called Evergreen, and I wrote this one with Michael Hearn. I think they're going to get to do a barn dance this year, y'all, which is great. Because that's a beautiful festival. If you get the chance to go up to the barn dance, I would take it. So Michael does this song, has it on a record. Don Richmond, thank you very much, Don. I know you're listening. He's got it on a record. Tina Mitchell Wilkins put it on a record. Brandon Ryder put it on a record. And our friend Katie Leslie recorded it on YouTube. So this is possibly my most ever covered song. Just when I think I'm gone, something brings me back as my train of thought slips off the track, feeling my way through crossways and blind. I guess it's what you see, not what you find. Never pays, leaves are changing from green to gold. So I'll change with them, I'll be so bold. Vivid colored dreams, nothing's what it seems. I've turned inside out, then back again. But I'm stuck out on this limb, dancing with the wind. How I long to green. So I'm 10 years lost in strange scenery, like an old dust devil chasing round a tumbleweed. I tried to lay down roots so I could just stay there. I blew out my candle and prayed a little prayer. I don't mind things that don't matter these days. Time I'm spent on worry never pays. Leaves are changing from green to gold. So I'll change with them, I'll be so bold. Vivid colored dreams, nothing's what it seems. I've turned inside out and back again. But I'm stuck out on this limb, dancing with the wind. How I long to I really can't explain. I've enjoyed the ride. Just 'cause I'm running doesn't mean I'm hiding. But this wanderlust, it puts me off the map. I follow my heart till it brought me back. I don't mind things that don't matter these days. Time I spent on worry never pays. Leaves are changing from green to gold. So I'll change with them, I'll be so bold. Vivid colored dreams, nothing's what it seems. I've turned inside out, then back again. But I'm stuck out on this limb, dancing with the wind. How I long to be free. How I long to be free. evergreen. Thank you, Michael Hearn. Thank you, Monica Smart. Checking my messages from the sound guy. Got it. I'm on it. Okay. So this is a song that I unabashedly wrote about a crush I had on Daryl Dodd. And y'all, right now, this is as close as I've gotten to Daryl Dodd in the last 10 years, is a Facebook picture. Not, there's the requited love of, say, a prom night. There's the unrequited love. There you go, John. They say that you're no good for me. Trouble from the start. Throw your love around like breadcrumbs. Leave a trail of broken hearts. I know that you are not my type, and that's a good thing. 'Cause my type kinda bugs me. I'm tired of the static thing. We go together like oil and water. Just gotta shake it up. And if we settle down, that's when we separate. I sink to the bottom. You're back on top now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not in it for the outcome, 'cause we don't have a chance. I'm not looking for a smooth ride. I want some turbulence. We go together like oil and water. Just gotta shake it up. And if we settle down, that's when we separate. I sink to the bottom. You're back on top now. Yeah. 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 Infatuated, crushed and smitten. Who wrote the book of love and where is it written that you should shy away once you're bitten? And why is the sweetest always forbidden? Yeah. Why, Daryl, why? Now I should have seen it coming. This one's gonna hurt, but I might as well enjoy the ride before I hit the dirt. So I brush it off, roll away into the sunset you ride. And I live to love another one who is not my type. We go together like oil and water. Just gotta shake it up. And if we settle down, that's when we separate. I sink to the bottom. You're back on top now. Yeah. 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 Oh, it's okay, Daryl. I've got cats now. It's okay, Daryl. I've got cats now. And I'm perfectly happy. Uh, all right, y'all. Well, speaking of cats, You know, I've got these 5 cats. They're all, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pounds. And then I've got this dog, Shanghai. She's a Chihuahua. She's 6 pounds. But when she needs to gather her courage, she puts on her panda suit. And then, of course, the cats take her real seriously. Just kidding. So I put this song on the set list, and I thought about taking it off because I haven't played it in a long time. But if I would have taken this song off the set list, y'all wouldn't have seen that picture of Shanghai in her panda suit. So I'm taking one for Shanghai in her panda suit. You might just leave that up the whole time, John. Just kidding. Maybe so. I don't know. You were a wolf, dressed up like a sheep. And here I come, little Bo Peep. Thought you were lost, lost. I'm here to help. I only found you 'cause I was lost myself. So we made a deal so we could get back home. I thought traveling with wolves was safer than traveling alone. I was a fool to think I was free from harm. You had all that extra wool to keep me safe and warm, safe and warm. Comfy, cozy, how well I sleep. Right through the alarms, lazy Bo Peep. Maybe I should have seen right through his disguise, but I pulled the wool down over my own eyes. They tried to warn me, my friends said, check out his slick back hair. I swear that there's a wolf hiding somewhere under there. He smells just like a wolf, he's acting pretty mean. I just thought he was the loneliest little sheep I'd ever seen. We start to fight, fight, fight. We prepare for battle. I waste all of my time wishing I had raised cattle. Sure, that wool was nice and soft, but right now I could use a little leather, something a little tougher, something a little tougher. I need some armor, I need some thicker skin, so I'm not messed up by this mess I'm in. I'm shooting from the hip, I take it on the chin, yeah. Nobody loses, nobody wins. Nobody, 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 nobody. Nobody, 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 nobody. Now I can see you're up to no good. And I hear about you from old Red Riding Hood. You got her grandma, and you almost got her, but you won't give me, you won't living and dying by the words I wrote. Bury me smiling in my brand new wolfskin coat. I know. Now here I come. I'll huff and puff and puff and puff. Here I come. I'll huff and puff and huff and puff. Thank you so much.
One more.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah. Okay, now I know this is a live broadcast because you would never allow the noisemakers and the sport whistle or whatever that was on there. Thank you guys so much. I am so happy to do one more song, and I'm going to finish with this one called Remember Who You Are. And that is something that our mom, Nancy Sue Ellison Gibson, used to say to us every time we'd leave the house, and depending on what my behavior was like, it either meant, do your best, or maybe don't forget pants, wear pants in public, or don't embarrass your father and I. So thanks so much for coming to this broadcast, and thanks to all you folks, Joni and Heather and Lane and John, and I'm missing a whole bunch that allow this. I can't wait to be back in your room, maybe this fall. Told me something every day before I left for school. Drilled that motto in my head. It was your golden rule. You wrote it on my paper sack in case I should forget. Remember who you are. Past the cafeteria and past the chosen ones, out onto the playground to eat my lunch alone. I tried so hard for their acceptance, then I saw your note. Remember who you are. You wrote it on the bathroom mirror in Mary Kay lipstick, on my dirty windshield with your fingertip. You etched it on, you stitched it on a bookmark so I wouldn't lose my place. And then there were the million times you told me face to face, remember who you are. Taught me how to plant a seed, and that taught me to love spring. You taught me how to listen, when you taught me how to sing. Of all the things you passed along, the most important thing is remember who you are. it on banana peels and on my birthday cake. You etched it on an Etch-a-Sketch, for heaven's sake. It makes me smile to think of all the silly things you do. And every time I am myself, I remember who you are. I remember who you are. I remember who you are. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you
What a
so
treat.
much for sharing your
What a treat.
music and the extra treat of all the photos with us tonight. It was
So welcome.
a wonderful show.
Thank
And
you, Lane. And John, thanks for putting that together, man. That's just so sweet.
Oh, happy to.
Yes.
He had to look through thousands of my family photos to
Mhm.
pull out the photos.
I
for
picked
that
all of
show.
those, actually.
Well, as we often do at the Bugle Boy at the end of the shows, and we're getting you guys, the artists are about to pack up and leave. We like to get a picture with the staff.
Awesome.
So we're gonna do that. So if somebody can, is Joanna here
Joanna.
tonight? Is she here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, Joanna. Thank you for popping in. Joanna's gonna take a screenshot for us. So she does that with the Shift Command 3 key, and I'm gonna just count to 3. Let's all smile and get our photo. 1, 2, 3. And I swear I look the same in every one. All right, Joanna, thank you. And before we totally end tonight's show, Joni and Heather, do we have more viewers you can say hello to or learn where they're watching from? Tell us,
Yes, I
Joni.
want to say hello. Sorry, I want to say hello to Pam in Fort Collins and Carol in Austin.
Thanks, you guys, for watching.
And who do you got?
And I
Heather?
want to say hello. Well, I found out that Bob and Linda are watching from Tesuque, New Mexico. I'm probably saying that wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hey, Bob. Hi, Linda.
you know,
Sorry.
And then Pat, our own Bugle Boy Red, Pat Settle is
Ah.
tuning
Oh,
in.
hey, Pat.
She's recovering for some knee surgery, and we all just miss
Oh.
Pat so much. So everybody say hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Hi,
Hey, Pat.
We do miss you.
Yeah. So I would like to invite everybody who's watching to return this coming Saturday to see Pat Byrne, and the Saturday after that, Amy Speece, and the Saturday after that, Beth Wood. So if y'all just want to come hang out with us Saturdays at 7, we would love to see you back here.
Yes,
That's
we
great.
would. If you heard my dog Dobby barking, he's on patrol for the raccoons tonight, so he must have seen one through the window. Well, once again, Susan, it was a pleasure as always to host you. Always an honor.
Thank you.
And the same to everyone tuning in. Thank you so much for watching and for buying your tickets and supporting Susan. I know she'll appreciate that. And I guess that does it for the show. It's always hard to part ways with everyone.
Yeah.
And we miss you guys. Hopefully we'll be, we're trying to make plans to open in the early fall or late or sometime in August. So be on the lookout for that.
Awesome.
And then we can start seeing some folks again live in person. So
you want to smell the folk music.
Yeah, you want to smell it. That's right. Did you ever
Sorry,
think
Lane.
folk music would be live streamed from our homes? I don't think so.
No.
But
I
I'm
never
glad
did
we
it.
have this opportunity.
Me too.
So anyway, everybody, be well, take care, and hopefully we'll see you in some of the upcoming performances on Saturdays at 7. Good night,
Yep.
everybody.
Good night.